Վրեժ։
Rejjan, I have such a question. How have you come to that idea? So what happened that you decided to like make such straws?
Ամենասկզբից սա իմ համար նրանով է շատ հետաքրքիր գաղափար, որ շուկայի հետազոտությունից հետո հասկացա, որ ընդհանուր երկրում պլաստիկի աղտոտվածության քանակը քանի որ շատ մեծ է, ու քանի որ մենք չենք կարող ձեռնարկել այնպիսի մեծ քայլեր, որոնք կարող են նվազեցնել դա, իմ մոտ առաջացել էր մի հատ հետաքրքիր գաղափար, որը որ կարող ենք փոխարինել այդ պլաստիկ straws-ները մեր էկո straws-ներով, ու ինքը առաջացավ այն գաղափարը, երբ որ ես անձամբ շրջաններից եմ ու մեր մոտ շատ են իրականում զբաղվում այդ ճիր պատրաստելու կամ նմանատիպ արտադրանքներ տալու առումով ու այդ ժամանակ երբ որ իրան ի սկզբանե փաթաթում են կլոր ու այդ իրա կլոր փաթաթելուց հետո այդ պլաստիկի բոլոր գաղափարները միացնելուց հետո հասկացա որ սկզբնական շեշտ ուզում էի դնել էկո ափսեների վրա բայց հետո հասկացա որ այս տարբերակը ավելի հետաքրքիր է հատկապես մեր ինձ թվում է երիտասարդների համար ովքեր որ ինչ որ փաբեր են ավելի շատ գնում կամ նմանատիպ տեղեր որը որ կարող է այնտեղ հետաքրքիր ձևով օգտագործվել Thank you too.
Try to keep time a little better next time and be within the time limit.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
always challenging to be the very first, but dear participants, let's stick to the
Sure.
time limits, please.
You have 6 minutes for your questions.
Thank
10
you.
for the startup, 6 for the jury.
So 4 plus 6 for all the participants, 4 minutes for their pitch, and 6 minutes for the Q&A. Next up, we have Iner representing, pitching their ideas. Please give it up for Iner.
Also emotionalized to be prepared. Is next.
Hi everyone, we are very happy to be here. Okay, first of all, a quick question for all of you. Have you ever been depressed or anxious and while thinking about the psychologist, you were like, well, I'm not crazy, and when looking on your information on social platforms, if you did, you are not alone. Okay, not only the feeling of craziness, but also the lack of money can make us find easier ways for support. And the only problem of social platforms is that when you need an information, you have to scroll on your page, for example, on YouTube, to find the proper information because of the endless, unsorted, and uncounted content in there. And what about the part when you want to know more because you watch something interesting and you don't have the opportunity to get the feedback because that is not possible. It's a little sad, right? And what if we say that all these can be avoided? What if we can create together a platform where you can find your information more quicker and you can always get your feedbacks? Okay, now Ani will tell about our social platform a little more and you will finally find out what we have for you. Ani, please.
Do you hear me? Okay. Thank you, Anahit. Okay, we offer an inner social platform where everything is divided into aspects. You just need to click on the problem, choose what you need, and watch the videos or read the articles. If you need additional information, you can contact with the author, or after paying some money, you can start personal conversation or, for example, video call. In this platform, it is the most important thing that ordinary people can share with us about their experiences, how they overcame with their difficulties, their depression, and etc. And it is more interesting that you know that you are not the only one who has the same problems and depression as and someone else has also. And Okay, as we have already mentioned, you can get feedback and the contact price set by the author, and we get 20% from each fee. And on this platform, you will get. You can feel free, comfortable, and you can get conversation, confidential conversation. And in this platform, you will know that you are not the only person that think that he is the only one, he is the only depressed person. And we think no, so let's work on this together. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. First question, you said that, like you mentioned that why you are creating the platform, one of the reasons is that people lack of money in order to visit the psychologist. So, but again, here you also have some paid features, and those are the most valuable features, I think. Again, if you want to read something about anxiety, etc., I can Google and I will find like thousands of articles. But the biggest value, I think, of the platform will be like to interact with the real person, for example, with the author. And your business model was that you are going to take like 20% commission. So do you have any range of the prices that authors can set, or they can set like whatever they want? And if no, then how do you make sure that your platform is much more affordable than, for example, visiting psychologists in real life?
First of all, actually, we think about the price. It will be from $6 to 20. Is average for the feedback. Yeah.
How long feedback? You mean written feedback or?
No, for written feedback. Yeah, for written feedback from 6 to 20. And the thing is that the author is supposed to answer to all the questions per hour. Yeah, for hour for each feedback. And it's not as expensive as the psychologist actually. And the thing is that psychologists don't have the same, the same depression or, for example, anxiety. And it's more easier to contact with person who already had overcome that. Yeah, like it's easier, and you will feel more confident or comfortable with that person. And but videos and articles will always be free. I think, when you go to YouTube and you scroll in here and you, for example, put on your search place depression, you will get endless information. But in this platform, you will only have something that is only connected with people who overcame the depression. Only that. Nothing more. No additional information about depression or etc.
Okay. Two small questions. How you are going to compete, for example, with AI tools, again, emotionally intelligent AI tools that you can ask any question and get like a real conversation free of charge. And second thing is that how you are going to moderate like what kind of videos they are posting, because if person is depressed or has an anxiety, etc., he can post like whatever, and it can like damage a lot the audience.
Okay, for first question, when you are alone and you don't have anyone to talk, it's much more easier to talk with your friend. And especially when you're, or to someone else who is at your age or who is having the same problems. We think that we can compete with other platforms because of the part you will always be able to get your information or your feelings connected with the other person who is also in the same place. So I think we can fight with other platforms by creating a community which will be like family. First of all, and for the second part, It's a little bit, I will say hard question because you can always control it, but we will put some rules on our platform that you always have to speak about the problem, nothing more, and no violence or the thing or etc. And if you say so, you will always get, a kind of punishment for that. I mean, with money or etc.
Please describe your product in one sentence. If you just use one sentence, how would you describe it?
Yeah, okay. In one sentence, speak about your problems because you are not alone.
Network, it's because it's a bit confusing. If it's a social network, if it's a self-help tool where instead of going to visit the psychologist, you go on it, and there is what I would advise you to do is try to have it as clear as possible. And this is an advice that I got when I was in Silicon Valley. So the way to think about it is, imagine you entered an elevator. Why is it called an elevator pitch, right? If you have one sentence or two sentences to describe quickly what you are doing. Let's say you entered an elevator and there is a potential investor and you have only 20, 30 seconds to explain what you are doing. It's very, very important for all of the audience to think about this. So try to have it as precise, concise as possible. It's gonna be both good for you to have clear understanding of what exactly you are doing, and it will be easier to communicate with the audience also. We don't have time, I guess, so let's just yeah. That's it.
Emotionalize. So emotionalize, the stage is yours. And inner heaven, get ready.
Good morning. My name is Hassan and she is Gohar. Um, we extend a warm welcome to each and you. Um, sorry. We extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. And I'm truly honored to see such diverse and talented people gathered here. And we present to you our idea, Emotionalize. Ice meet ears, a new dimension in picture, perfect experience. First of all, where did the idea come from? Visiting museums and galleries can be a rich and rewarding experience for people who are blind and visually impaired, while the experience may differ from that of sighted individuals. Many institutions are making efforts to provide more inclusive and accessible environments. They are creating audio guides and descriptions. However, not all museums and galleries have that opportunity. Blind or visually impaired individuals may encounter several challenges when visiting museums and galleries. These challenges can significantly impact their ability to fully enjoy and engage the exhibits. Some common problems include limited access of information, audio descriptions. They couldn't feel the emotional part of the pictures, and they are depending on the guide. According to researchers of the Medical University of Armenia, the rate of blindness in Armenia, 0.7% of the population as of 2021.
Can you hear me? Sorry. We decided to create an app which will solve all these problems. Our app is comprehensive audio description of exhibits image with background, sounds, and vibration. Why we chose such kind of problem solution? Because when you are feeling something, when you are listening, which shapes are the pictures, which size they are, which color it is, you are starting to imagining yourself. So today we will try everyone together here to experience that how blind people can feel all that exhibits and the images. So what you need after downloading the app? Firstly, you need to register here. It's very easy and everyone can do it. But as you can understand, individuals who are they have visual problems, they need help to register. After registration, apps started to be controlled by voice control, and it's easy for everyone to use it. So when you enter the app, you can scan the picture and listen all the audios with the background sounds and vibration. So here is some of features of our app. It's controlled by sound signals, so you can use the app by your voice. Navigation. Our app can navigate you in the museum and the gallery from one exhibit to another exhibit. Third and fourth features are audio descriptions and vibrations. As I mentioned, that it can help everyone to imagine while closed eyes, to imagine what picture it is and what it wants to you to express and feel. And online, offline mode. So, if we see in all this, if we want to there are two main competitors in the field, apps that are in museums and galleries. It's Explain It and Navilens. Sorry.
You have a lot of slides to show.
No, just we wanted to let us a little game to play to express how they feel. That's it.
Okay, yeah, let's take 10 more seconds to wrap it up.
Thank you very much.
The ninth wave painting by Russian-Armenian marine painter Ivan Ivasovsky in 1850. The title refers to an old sailing expression referring to a wave of incredible size that comes after a succession of incrementally larger waves. It depicts a sea after a night storm and people facing death attempting to save themselves by clinging to debris from a wrecked ship. The debris, in the shape of the cross, appears to be a Christian metaphor for salvation from the earthly sin. The painting has warm tones, which reduce the sea's apparent menacing overtones, and a chance for the people to survive seems plausible. This painting
Can you please go back to the slide where you compare yourself with your competition? While we're solving the technical issue, you can just say like this. I saw two differentiating factors. Can you please explain what exactly those are that the competition doesn't have and you guys have?
Կներեք հայերեն պատասխանեմ։ Դիտարկել ենք երկու այլ մրցակիցներ, որոնք այս պահին գործում են ներկայիս շուկայում, դրանք են Explain-ը եւ Navilens-ը։ Գործում են թանգարաններում եւ պատկերասրահներում, սակայն իրենք տալիս են հնարավորություն պարզապես audio description-ի, այսինքն նկարագրում են թե ինչ նկարի չափսերը եւ ներկայացնում են թե ով է հեղինակը։ Երկուսը հիմնականում ունեն միայն Navilens-ն է, որ հնարավորություն է տալիս թանգարանում եւ պատկերասրահում navigation անցկացնել, այսինքն հավելվածը ցույց է տալիս ներկայացնում թե որքան մետր պետք է գնալ, որտեղից թեքվել ձախ եւ թեքվելուց արդյոք որ ցուցադրությունը կարող եք տեսնել։ Իսկ մեր ստեղծած ապագա ստեղծվող հավելվածը հնարավորություն է տալու եւ նավիգացիայի եւ audio description-ի հնարավորություն է տալուս, որի մեջ ներառվելու են background-ային արդեն ձայները, վիբրացիաները, որ այստեղ ճիշտ ասած ձայնի պատճառով այդպես չլսվեց ջրի ձայնը ու նավակի նաեւ մարդկանց ձայները, որը ներառված էր մեջը, պլյուս այդ ամեն ինչին արդեն նավիգացիան է ներառված լինելու։ Idea stage-ը արդեն անցել ենք, ներկա պահին պատրաստվում ենք դիմելու պետական աջակցության իրականում քանի որ հետաքրքրվողները նաև թանգարանների եւ պատկերասրահների շրջանում հետաքրքրվողները շատ են, հետազոտություն են անցկացրել նաև այն մարդկանց շրջանակում, ովքեր որ ունեն տեսողական որոշակի խնդիրներ, հետազոտություն անցկացնելուց հասկացանք, որ 70%-ը իրականում խնդիր ունի թանգարաններ, պատկերասրահներ այցելելու, որովհետեւ ֆիզիկապես ի վիճակի չեն իրենք ուղղակի ամբողջ պատկերը ընկալելու։
Շատ լավ, շնորհակալություն։
Եթե իհարկե Okay, so you talked only about numbers in Armenia, like how many blind people we have or the percentage. But of course, I don't think that you are going to, first of all, focus. I hope you are not going to focus on Armenia because market is really small. I mean, you need to focus on bigger market. And in that case, I would suggest you can simultaneously, of course, try to apply for a government support. But there are different funds, like for example, from UNICEF and these kind of organizations, UN organizations that are providing small grants for like social impact initiatives. And in that case, you will be able to reduce the pricing that you had on next slide because it's really, really high, even for US market, for example. $65, I think you're starting only $45 or $65. So this is really high. So you need to think about that and find small grants first of all, like 50,000, 25,000 maybe. It will be much easier than to apply for a government funding because the bureaucracy is quite long.
Քանի որ չհասրեցի հասնել բիզնես մոդելին, իրականում հավելվածը նախատեսված է պատկերասրահների եւ թանգարանների համար, ովքեր եւ համարվելու են հիմնական հաճախորդները, այսինքն ծառայությունները մատուցվելու են թանգարաններին եւ պատկերասրահներին, աբոնեմենտները գնում են հենց իրենք այս պարագայում ամսավճարով։
I would suggest to reconsider this one as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
Just think about that.
Շատ լավ, շնորհակալ եմ։
Thank you.
The
Inner heaven. Actually, no, Idro, right? Inner heaven. Okay. We're a little behind schedule.
Okay, thank you. In a way, grappling mental health crisis, we have identified pressing issues. Like in Armenia, over 100,000 people displaced from Nagorno-Karabakh face emotional burdens, and globally, the pandemic has irritated mental health challenges. So Inner Heaven is a platform that suggests mental health support for everyone. Okay, here are our problems: limited access to mental health support, anonymity and privacy concerns, and limited options and choice in therapy. So, our solutions, we think that Inner Heaven is the platform that will help people to overcome their inner challenges, and our platform suggests mental health support. Then also we have art therapy section, and of course we understand the importance of privacy, so our anonymous problem submission features will help users to share their concerns without fear of judgment. Then how it works really very easy. You just need to open app, choose your preferred therapy and therapist. But if you are not sure about what therapy to choose, we also have question sections, so you can choose you can answer 5 to 10 questions, and platform automatically suggests you an appropriate therapy.
Okay, our competitors. So we do not have local competitors in Armenia, and our international competitors are BetterHelp, Talkspace, and 7 Cups. As you can see, BetterHelp doesn't have art therapy section, and Talkspace and 7 Cups don't have global accessibility, and none of them have tailored anonymous submission. So our advantages are that we are first in Armenia, and also students who study psychology have the opportunity to have internships in our platform, but of course with the permission of users and therapists. And Inner Heaven is scalable, which means that we are accessible for everyone, like where displaced individuals are. And our expenses, as you can see, the main expenses are advertising, web developer, like website creating, taxes and unforeseen expenses. Then incomes. Our incomes will come from commissions, like 15% from each therapy. This means that we plan to have minimum 20 therapy each month to cover our expenses. And our next steps: creation of websites, psychotherapist recruitment, clear division of labor, and community building. And of course, to fulfill our project, we need investment and professionals. And this is our team: me, Rita Tonoyan, Victoria Pinyan, Asrik Surabian, Gayane Karyan. They have their roles in our project. So you can connect us for further questions. Thank you very much.
Your next team.
Thank you for presentation. I see you don't have a psychologist in your team, and so how you are going to control the quality of therapists in your platform?
Thank you for your question. Our universities, we have psychologists, so they can apply for this project, and then due to application and interview, we will choose psychologists, because we have psychologists that are ready to help us, but they are not in our team.